welcome back, guys, to the ARTFUL podcast. It's Matteo, your host, as usual, with a new video every week. Subscribe to the channel, guys. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe and support this channel like this. And we talk about art. I interview artists, so it's all about art. And please support the channel with a subscription. Like the video, share it with people that might like this kind of content. And that's all for now. So what we've been doing this week. I was in England last week. I went to see my brothers. They live in England, in Bristol, where I lived as well for a while, and it was great. I had some family time, a little bit of recharge, a little bit of thinking what I want to do for this year about with my art, with my podcast, and it's exciting. As usual, I don't want to stop doing this. So I love it. I love doing this podcast. It's fun and it's entertaining for me, and I hope it's entertaining for you guys as well. And yeah, I was thinking about the podcast and what I want to do. I want to do more interview with a little bit bigger artists. Bring you some more interesting content. I want to do more news. Maybe I should start doing 2 videos a week. What do you think? Leave it in the comments. Write me a comment if you like 2 videos a week. Maybe 1 interview and 1 news or reaction or stuff like that. So alternate with my formats, and maybe do some live while I'm drawing and talking with you guys. Maybe that could be fun. Do more of that. I tried to do one, but it didn't really work out. I need to figure out properly. I'm learning as I go, baby guys. I'm learning as I go with this. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, but there's always something new to learn, especially with this new algorithm, YouTube, and the whole thing. So what's happening? Today I want to bring you a new ARTFUL podcast news episode. So I'm gonna go on Google and type art news and see what's happening. What's happening in the art world? What do you think? I haven't heard anything crazy yet, but let's see what articles are out there. Let's see, artnews.com. What do they say? Oh, this could be interesting. Be controversial maybe, but that'd be interesting to see and read. Okay, let's do this one. This one sounds fun for me. So basically, article from Alex Gramberger of artfulnews.com. Italy's cultural minister says Venice Biennale won't exclude Israel. Calls protest shameful. Ooh, okay. So we have the Venice Biennale that it doesn't want to exclude Israel for obvious reasons. Well, the protests are for obvious reason, is because the war and what Israel is standing at the moment. But okay, let's give a gut reaction as usual. When I read the title, let's see what comes in my mind. So I can see why people are protesting. Obviously. But is the art needs to suffer because of that? So excluding Israel from the Venice Biennale, what does it bring really? I think pro and con are more cons than pro, because first thing that I'm thinking of is the artist, right? Artists that have been working all their life. Maybe it's the first time they can exhibit in the Biennale, in the Venice Biennale. It's a big deal as an artist, especially the Venice Biennale is a big deal. And because they get excluded because of Israel action, the government actions. Is that right? Is that fair to the artist? Because the war has nothing to do with the Venice Biennale. And these artists have nothing to do with the Venice Biennale, I'm pretty sure. We'll read the article and see what actually they like, what's the in out of this, but the artist will lose the opportunity to exhibit, and most likely the artists are going to say something about the world, obviously, because they're gonna have this massive stage of the Venice Biennale, and Israeli artists, they have the chance to criticize the Israel government. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but most likely, because usually, artists are tending to go that kind of direction politically as well, and everybody's against the war anyway. Um, so I'm guessing it's a good thing they are able to exhibit and are able to express their maybe idea against the war, especially being Israeli. It counts even more than Italian or Asian, like any country in Asia or, I don't know, France or whatever. It counts more than because it comes from their house in a sense. It comes from inside the criticism. So I don't know if they're gonna do that, but you're taking the chance for the artist to do that. Even if they are not going to say anything against the war through the art, though I don't see why they shouldn't be able to exhibit just because they are from a place that right now is doing something wrong. That's my stand, I think, on reading just the title. Now we're gonna see the article, what it says, and maybe I change my mind, maybe not. Let's see. The article is pretty short, so we'll see. Italy's culture minister said on Tuesday that the Venice Biennale will not exclude the Israeli presence this year, even as 1,000 of artists signed an open letter calling for the festival to do so. That letter called Israeli presentation. That letter called Israeli's presentation at the art festival a genocidal pavilion. Tough. And accused the Biennale of platforming a genocidal apartheid state. It also said the Biennale exhibited a double standard by commenting on Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022, but having not yet issued a statement about Gaza, where nearly 30,000 people have been killed since October 7, a mass attack in Israel. So, I don't know why artists will think that he's not going to bring anything. I can see it can be a statement, and I can see why they want to, why somebody will think that excluding Israel could be a statement, a strong statement, not supporting that. But I think it's better to have there the pavilion. Let's remember the artists, they're not really involved with this, with the war. At least one artist is a general of the war, of like a platoon or something, but I don't think so. But having the Israel there, the Israel pavilion, it's okay. Like it's even better for a discussion to have. You're gonna have Israeli artists there. They can maybe you can do a panel and talk about this and see what and have a discussion about it. Not taking the opportunity to have that discussion about the wrongs of Israel or whatever. I think it's worse than not having the Israel and not talking about it. Um, and as I said, I'm pretty sure the artists in themselves they are going to say something about it. That's my I don't know. That will be my instinct. I will have the opportunity to say something about it in a big stage. And that's fine. You can have a criticism. You can call a genocidal pavilion, but it's good. Like it's good that you can do that because we have everybody can say in the limit, obviously, what they want with the respect with each other, what they want. And you have the right to hold a genocidal pavilion, and they have the right to exhibit there. And it's fine that you do a letter, and some people sign I didn't see that coming from the artist. I don't know. I don't see this as a. I don't think art should be stopped in any case, should be restricted in any case, should be excluded in any cases, because that's what we do. We do art to provoke, to make think, to move people in a sense that that's your idea. And let's remember the artists are the people that they have they spend most of the time thinking, and most of the time thinking about a subject and how to communicate this subject to the masses, to the people. And if an expert in communication, let's call it like that, want to say something about a war, and being Israeli, and even it's even more strong as a statement, I don't see why you should take away the opportunity to have that person there and to have a discussion about the war in this case, or whatever is the discussion. And as an artist, I don't know how you will sign something like that. I don't know. It seems really weird. Because if it comes from the public, I understand. But as an artist, you're inside. You know why we're being. That's what I think. You will know why you should support having more artists there to have a say about the war, because that can happen to you, and you have nothing to do with your government. You have nothing to do with your government actions, and then they're gonna take away your voice, which is art in this case. Your voice is art. They are taking away the voice of the artist. It might or may not, or it might, but probably going to say something about the war being Israeli. Let's read the article. Past and current Venice Biennale participation signed open letter, as did Turner Prize winner and other acclaimed artists. While the Biennale still has not responded, Italian Culture Minister Gennaro Sangiuliano seemed to suggest that Israeli pavilion will go on as planned. In a Thursday worded statement sent out early today, Sangiuliano called the letter shameful and claimed that those who signed it had threatened to undo a culture of freedom in Italy. Israel not only has the right to express its art, but he has the duty to bear witness of its people precisely at a time like this. This has been attacked in cold blood by merciless terrorists, he wrote. The Biennale will always be a space of freedom, encounter, and dialogue, not a space of censorship and intolerance. Culture is a bridge between people and nations, not a dividing wall. I agree. That's a statement by the minister. I think obviously is Italy, let's say anyway. I know Italy, it's for Israel. And it's even if recently the prime minister, she criticized Israel action lately, what they're doing now. But anyway, he's a politician, he's a minister, he's gonna side by the Israel idea that they are only responding to the attack on 7 October, which is in part true, which is in part more complicated than that. But I support what he's saying about the Biennale to be a space of freedom and dialogue. That's what I was saying before. Censorship in art, it's always wrong. In any shape or form of art. If you think that person, that could be a singer, that could be an artist, a painter, an actual artist, or it could be I don't know, any form of art that you can think of, it should be silent because you do not agree with what he says. That's not good. Those are the first steps. I don't want to just say words for the sake of it, but I want to give an idea of what I'm thinking, what could be a bigger picture of this, because you can start from here. It's not going to get there, but you can start from here and get there. Choosing to censorship an artist, it's the same of choosing to censorship books, um, anything that brings ideas, that can bring revolutionary ideas, so they can invoke in the public something that the government might don't like. They might don't like it. So what I'm referring basically, fascism, what they did, or Nazism, what they did, they took all the books away in Italy, in Germany, all the cultural things that people use to become smarter and think more, and they might think, oh, this is not right where I'm living. We need to have a revolution. They take it away. So if you start silencing any artist for any reason that you might want, that you don't you think um it's the right thing to do, by doing that, you don't have a discussion why and what and all the nuances of the debate of this kind of debate. Because even there, even the war, it's there's so many nuances when you go into the. Because I read a little bit about the history and why they are in the position where they are. Both states, well, both population, it's all based in nuances. It's not a team, you pick a team and that's it. It's so much, it's so more complex than that. Um, but anyway, when you start sensory artists, those are the first steps to not have the freedom of expression and to not have a freedom of the discussion. And that's the worst thing that can happen to a society. Let's carry on. Heart Not Genocide Alliances, the group behind the open letter, said in a statement post on to social media, culture is not a bridge between people and nation. When one nation is involved in elimination of the other, the citizens of which are kept behind and dividing the wall. Israel has a pavilion at the Venice Biennale since 1950, and he has one in the nations of regularly exhibit at the festival in the dedicated structure of the country, for the country. This year, artist Ruth Patir will represent Israel. That's it. That's the article. That will be interesting to see what the artist says. Let's see if I found something. Ruth Patir. Okay, Ruth Patir. Mm, is a movie director. That's what he says. Let's see if she says something on Instagram, because that's what everybody goes straight away now. Sure. Okay. I don't see anything referring to the Biennale. I see that she does sculpture. Okay, let's see if there is any article. I don't see anything regarding. The article came out a couple of days ago, I think. Yeah, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. So she might. She didn't do any statement yet. Ruth Patil is a media artist and filmmaker who combine historical and national narrative with a personal history to explore gender parallelism and power. Okay, so I think she has more like she has a social um she wants to send social messages to through the art. So I'm pretty sure and she doesn't have to say anything. She doesn't have to say anything about the war. That's not her job. She's an artist. Like that's the thing. Like it will make sense if she does, but if she doesn't, I don't think that's up to her. Like she doesn't have to say anything. And I think her media, like movies and videos, video installation, it's a good media to have a message through about the war. She can capture, I don't know, people and situations about the war that, and then make videos out of it, and then have that in the pavilion, and that will be even more. Think about a video of an Israeli artist representing in the video shooting kids and talking about this, and I don't know, families talking about this, and uh, having shots of building collapsing, and I don't know, something regarding like about the war in the Israeli pavilion through the whole Biennale in Venice, which is the most important Biennale in Europe, especially in Europe. Like, I don't see what it could be more powerful as an artist with art than somebody criticizing that. And even if she doesn't criticize that, even if she doesn't represent, if she doesn't have anything even if she doesn't use the war as like a subject, fine. It's fine. It's fine. But I don't see why she should not be able to exhibit these artists, unless she's saying like fuck Palestinian people. But I don't think she's going to say anything like that. I don't think usually that's not the way artists, uh, the majority of artists conduct themselves, especially if she's exploring gender and uh, social situation through her art. I don't think that's what she's gonna say, but so I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they should cancel the Israel pavilion in at the Biennale just because she's Israeli, and I don't know. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think it makes any different in the war. It could be more powerful to have there and talk about than not having anyone there from there and don't talk about. I don't know. That's my opinion. Um, I don't see why I don't. As I said, I was expecting the protest letter coming from the public, the audience, the activist people, which sure you can protest, you can do so, and you should be able to protest at the Biennale if at the end they agree to have the Israeli pavilion there, go there and protest if you don't want it. But like this, we are all free to express our ideas, and that's how it should be. Nobody should cancel anyone just because. This artist, Ruth Patir, I don't think she was involved in a war. I don't think she killed anyone in the war. Um, I don't think she's supporting the war. I didn't talk to her, but I don't think she supports the war. So it's a shame that she will be cancelled because the Israel government actions. Do you agree or you don't agree with it? But it's a shame that she will not be able to exhibit. Um, and she will not be able to say her thing, her ideas. So I don't know. That's my idea. That's what I think about this. Um, let's keep it nice and short today. Thank you very much, guys, to listen to the podcast. Oh, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Do you think they should cancel the Israeli pavilion? They should be an Israeli pavilion, and why both If you agree with one or the other, let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, support the channel, please. Let's support this channel, let's grow this channel and talk about art all day long. Thank you very much. From the Art Podcast, I'm out.